Hey everybody. So today is actually the second anniversary of my mom's passing from Alzheimer's. And I wanted to come on and share some things because I've had a lot of you actually come and share that you've had somebody who was affected by the disease, and you know all too well how horrible it is. And I just wanted to explain to some of you who maybe don't know or don't think that it can happen to somebody you love. um, I do want to share a few things with you. So first of all, um, it is a neurological issue. They think it's plaque on the brain, but I've heard other things that maybe that's not true. Um, there are some other things, and they call it brain shrinkage. And it's like connections that are not always there. It's not a linear thing. It's not where you're you understand things and then slowly, or you remember things and slowly it goes away. It doesn't. It's like up and down and all around, and sometimes things come out of nowhere that they remember. And so that's really what that is. It's a brain issue, and they really don't understand a whole lot about the brain, but they do understand some things. So the first thing that they're saying that I wanted to share with you is that there are some risk factors to Alzheimer's. And I'm talking about there is a early onset, and that is really a different kind of thing. So I'm not talking about that. But generally, it's people that are over 65. My mom was well over 65 when it started. Genetics can play a role. They say that if your parent had or has it, you have a higher chance, but really they don't know. Sometimes, you may not have. So just because a relative of yours did have it or does have it does not mean that you would get it. They are saying, however, that your lifestyle plays a role. Poor diet, lack of exercise, smoking, cardiovascular health plays a role, having diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity. They're even saying head trauma can cause it, brain injury. I know that there was a man in the facility that my mom was in who was very young, and he'd had brain injury, and he'd been there for quite some time. I don't know that it was Alzheimer's, but I do know that brain injury can cause similar types of things. But like I said, they really don't know too much about this. But what they do know is that so far, despite having some things that can help, and usually that's early on, there is no cure. But there are many things that may slow the progression, they're saying. And some of those things, like I said, are nutrition and exercise. And they also say your sleep and social interaction is very important to keep your mind agile. Some of the things that they have said, I've heard over the years that my mom had been dealing with this, was like doing things that occupy your brain. And so, again, they really don't know a whole lot about the brain. And what it means for everybody can be a little bit different. But if you are, I mean, being healthy and being at a healthy weight is usually the beginning for most people. 74 or 75% of Americans are overweight or obese, and that includes children. Now, so what they're saying is that being healthy, getting good nutrition, getting good sleep, having healthy movement and exercise, all of those things, they're not a guarantee, but they will help you live a healthier life. Whether that includes Alzheimer's remains to be seen, but it certainly can't hurt. And I just wanted to share that with you because health is so much more important than we think it is when we're young. We think we're invincible, we're going to outlive everything, nothing can touch us. And the older we get, the more we realize that our body becomes less and less forgiving of us abusing it with poor nutrition and sedentary lifestyle and not getting enough sleep or the proper sleep or things like that. Not getting, especially after 2020 with COVID, not having the social interaction, the community means a lot. So if any of that kind of rings true for you, and everybody's body's different as to what they need to be healthy, nutrition wise and movement, everything, sleep can mean different things for different people. If you would like to chat about that, I would love to talk with you, give you some tips. But I just wanted to share too that if you do want to lose weight to get to a healthy weight, which is usually the first step for a lot of people, was for me, you can talk to me about that as well. I've got several different programs, and then I tailor it to the individual. But and then one of the things that I wanted to share on this day, because February 9th is when she went to be with the Lord, and or as other people are saying, got her upgrade to heaven. I will see her one day, I believe, and but I don't want anybody else to go through that doesn't have to. And so my big goal for my business is to help enough people get healthy to avoid this maybe and any other health issues, so that I can one day, within maybe 5 years, donate like $100,000 to a cure in my mom's name. Not a med, a cure, because this needs to stop. Alzheimer's is a thief, and it stole everything from my mom. And 2 months ago today, it stole what was left of her.